morning. Just want to say great work on your dot day creations and making your mark last week. I'm super proud and I can't wait for you to see the display in person. So this week we are going to be talking about symmetry. Symmetry means things are equal on both sides. And in art, things like a butterfly, a square, a triangle, those things have symmetry. I'm going to show you some things that have symmetry here. You might see a butterfly in real life. A butterfly is the same on both sides, even down to the little dots on their wings. If you look at a star and you cut it in half, it has symmetry. Sometimes things have more than one line of symmetry. Today we're focusing on symmetry just with one line. If you just take a line and you cut it in half, it's the same on both sides. This week we are going to be creating a symmetry sculpture. Now, sculpture is a work of art that is three-dimensional. You can walk around it. You might see sculpture in art museums, the park. You might see a sculpture anywhere, really. We're going to be creating a sculpture out of paper. If you do not have colored paper, you can color white paper, or you can just use white paper for this. But we're going to be creating a line symmetry sculpture. It's really super cool. You could hang this up somewhere, but if you can see, it's the same on both sides. So I'm excited to do this project with you. I had a lot of fun doing this, and I think that you will too. Let's get started. For this project, you're going to need some scrap paper and scissors, some tape or a stapler, and some heart to put into your art. Go ahead and pause the video and collect your materials. If you just have white paper for this project, that's totally fine. You could color it to make it colorful. Whatever you want to do is fine. We're going to take some paper and we're going to cut it into strips. You're going to need 10 strips of paper. Ideally, it would be great if you could make 2 strips the same color, so you'll have 5 different colors. Now, if you just have white paper, you're going to have just 10 sheet strips of white paper. But if you have colored paper, I want you to have 2 strips of each of those 5 colors. So I have white, yellow, now I'm cutting my green, I have pink, and then I also have blue. So you're going to need 10 strips of paper. Go ahead and get started. Now you can see that I'm finishing up by cutting my blues. I'm going to lay these out. So I have 2 of each color, and I have 5 colors. So 5 times 2 is 10. I have 10. Good job. Now I'm going to pull one of these colors out. I'm going to choose my yellow. I'm going to set that to the side because I'm not going to need it. I'm just going to use this one yellow strip. This is going to be kind of like our line of symmetry. The rest of your strips, you'll have 2 of each. Next, you're going to arrange your paper strips like a symmetrical sandwich, using only one strip of the middle color, that color we pulled out. Keep in mind the color combination. You're going to want to arrange the colors the same on every side. So white, blue, pink, and green are my colors. Then we're going to put one on top of the middle strip, our line of symmetry, and one on the bottom. We're going to do the same for each side. One on the top, one on the bottom. Keeping our line of symmetry, the one color that we have, in the middle. Green, and then my green on top. This next part is where you would use tape. If you have tape, I have a stapler, so I'm going to use a stapler. You're just going to put a staple in the middle or your tape in the middle to hold all of your strips together. Now for the fun part. We're going to start folding our papers individually. I'm going to fold mine in an accordion, which makes it kind of look like a zigzag line. You can ask for help for this if you're having a little bit of trouble, but you're just going to fold it. And remember, whatever you do to one side, you need to then flip it over and do to the other side, because we want this to be a symmetry sculpture. Remember, symmetry means the same on both sides. So I'm just going to fold this exactly like I did on the other side. Next, I'm going to use my pencil to do kind of a roll line or a loop-de line. So I'm just going to take my paper, my pink paper, and I'm going to roll my pencil up onto it. You could use your finger, you could use a marker, you could just roll it up. Then I'm going to pull it out, and now I have like kind of a swirl line. Remember, whatever you do to one side, you have to then do to the other side and flip and do the same on the other side. Looking very cool. Now for the next part, I'm gonna cut slits in my blue line. I'm just gonna take my scissors and go straight up to where the staple is and cut it kind of like a hula skirt or a broom. So these are kind of individual lines. I'm just gonna kind of scrunch it to give it a little bit of a different kind of texture. Remember, what I do to one blue line, I then have to do to the others. So go ahead and cut slits in yours if that's the kind of texture that you want to do. You can start to see that I'm getting symmetry, the same design on both sides. I'm going to do another curl up line because I really like the way those look, and I need you to remember that I'm curling them this time into the yellow paper, not away from it. So if that's something you'd like to do, you can do it. My pink line goes out and my white line is going in. It kind of makes a heart, which looks pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, I think I did that one wrong. I curled it out. I'll show you how you can fix that mistake in just a second. I need to remember to curl it into my yellow paper. I'm going to flip and correct my other one now. This way it will be symmetrical. If you make a mistake, look how easy it is to fix it. There we have it, my symmetry sculpture. The same on both sides. I think I'm going to just add a little detail and cut out a triangle to make that center line a little bit cooler, making it a line of symmetry. I love the way these turn out. I'm going to go ahead and write my name on it, so no name, no fame. And then maybe I can take some string and hang this up somewhere. It's the same on both sides. Congratulations, you just made your very own symmetry sculpture.